Hey, let me help you with some of your sending questions about the project and don't know where to start with this. And everything in class exercise number 4, the class project, and the discussion board all tie in together. And the question is that where do you start? All right. The first place I would start is you need to complete your discussion board. I would go to your discussion board. Let me turn this on, student view for you to see. And I would go to the discussion board, and in the discussion board I would answer these questions, review these articles with it as well. That's the first thing I would do. Complete the discussion board. And it's due sometime in the weekend, Saturdays with it. I would just knock this out and get this thing done. The second place I would go to is I would go to the class exercise. And in the class exercise number 4, download this. I already have this thing downloaded. It's a zip file. You need to right mouse click on it, extract all, give it a default where you want to extract it to. With it, I'm just going to default it to this download folder with it. I'm going to click on extract or click on browse or whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. Inside this, I gave you 4 parts here. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 that I like for you to follow. There are asset files here. There are other asset files in here as well. You use these asset files or these graphics for your assignments in there. Note one of the corrections that I made on the links with it, and I posted it on the announcement with it as well. All right. But what's important about this is that it's not about, it talks about the box model, it talks about the file path links, it talks about the JavaScript. But the important one to add to your project is this one right here. So the Class D menu and logo. You need to complete this before you start your project because this is the one that's going to help you to put in for your project with it. So let me open this. And give me a second here. You have to change the property of this to have it not unblocked. It's a Windows 10 thing. So this is what it looks like, and if you go in here, like I said, I walk you through this, and you create a logo, and you're either pick a tab menu or a top navigation menu. It doesn't matter with it as well. It doesn't matter. But here's the thing I want you to understand is that you have to have some sort of logo or branding with it as well. Okay, so there's Photoshop, there's Illustrator. Listen, you don't need these bitmap and these vector applications to create. All I care is a logo. You can create in Paint. All I care, right? It doesn't matter as long as it's a logo that you can live with for the next week or so. Go through this and do these exercises. Again, all of this, please read the note. All right, you're going to put everything in class size number 4, not in dates like this with it because we're a flex term with it. So go through here, and I kind of created kind of like a step-by-step tutorial, or what I call a case study of a finished product of a logo with it. All right, so that's what this is about. You create your own logo. Make sure you put that domain name, that link there, make sure it works before you gave it to me on it. Okay, so it's the web directory URL. Web directory URL. If this thing doesn't work, your assignment is 0. I can't grade it, basically. So by now you should know what a web directory URL is, okay, up in the web server with it. So read through this, just follow through this recap, and put all these files in your class exercise number 4 for me with it as well. So that's that. So the first thing is you're going to do is the discussion board. The second step is complete exercise number 4, task the 4 parts to it, and you get to the class project. So the class project, I created another 2 videos for you. All right. So I gave you the student rubric. At this point, pick up where I just on these 2 videos right here. All right. You pick one of these articles. All right. Again, talk about concepts. You are the content expert. All right. So do the layout with it as well. Now, inside of that, if you recall, let me just pull up the rubric for this. I want to talk to you about this. This is very important. I still need to put on read. Sorry. So go through this Okay, a lot of you haven't sent me this, or you did send it after the due date. Okay, so I purposely didn't put it on the calendar because I want you to read this. Had you read this, you would have actually seen this already. All right, now look, not on calendar. It's intended for that. So look at this, layout 1, 2, and 3. All right, and you're gonna say, what is layout 1, 2, and 3? All right, it's Bootstrap is what I'm talking about. So layout 1, 2, and 3 is this. Sorry. If you come down at the bottom, portfolio layout 1, portfolio layout 2, portfolio layout 3. There's 3 files here with it. So if you download this file, and everybody needs to complete this. All right. So inside of that, extract all. It looks like this. Okay, so I gave you some asset files with it. Watch the video. We'll show you how to do this. And these are the asset files with it. So everybody needs to do all 3 layout with this as well. Okay, so as you walk through this, I want you to look at the layout with this. All right, hold on. So let me pick up just really quick on it. So where we left off, and again, the first part that you go is make sure you do your discussion board, all right, and then answer your discussion board with it. The second thing you would go to is go complete your class exercise number 4 with it. Do all, I show you how to extract and unzip all that stuff. Do the last part, part D, so you get the menu and your logo with it. The third part now, you're going to watch this video when you go to class project in here. Watch these 2 videos. I'm going to, a lot of stuff's repeat with it. And at the bottom, if you remember, I'm going to open up the exercise grid with it. And I ask you to create layout 1, 2, and 3 as class exercises worth 50 points in here. Now inside of this, here's Bootstrap 1, Bootstrap layout 1, layout 2, layout 3. That's referring to this right here, okay? Layout 1, 2, and 3, class exercise, or whatever you want to call this. So inside of this, here's the asset files that you download. So let me click on that, and you're going to download this file here. Again, it's extracted. So make sure you extract this too. I already have this thing open already with it. So let me extract all. And inside I have some images of my Picasso drawing here, and you'll love it. A big bear and all the stuff with it. You're going to use these asset files that you're going to create to put inside of this file right here. So let me come back over here to click on class project layout with this. Here's the instruction. You follow this instruction for me. Darn. I need to put in. Should get this by now, you think, right? Hold on. Extract all. Inside of that, no, this is, I extracted the wrong one. It's the instruction one I need to download. All right. So it's this one right here is the instruction one. So the class project instruction is what I need to show you. It looks like this. So this whole thing is a cookbook. So I walked you through this. Hang on, no, not this one. Sorry. Right here, this one. Okay. So portfolio layout instruction. Walk through this for me, and I walk you this. I show you how to extract. These are the asset files that I just gave you in here with it. I walk you through and I ask you to create a directory, and there's some video segments in here that you need to watch as well with it, with template number 1 I call it, watch the videos, and I show you how to do style sheets and with it as well with it. So you're going to copy and paste that. So that's the first set of instruction for that, okay? And you do the same thing with the rest of these in here with it. Let me come back over here. So this is layout 1, and you would do that for layout 2, layout 3. These 3 folders right here, let me just rename this to make this consistent for everybody to make sure everybody sees this thing with it. I'm going to call this thing, I want to call this the same name as what we call the other ones with it. So I'm going to call this Portfolio Layout 3. Okay? Portfolio Layout 3. How's that? So it makes it easier for everybody to see with it. Portfolio Layout 3. How's that? Okay? So please do exactly what I just shared with you on here. So you have 3 portfolio here. They're all these 2 are the 2 latest bootstrapping with as well. The key thing is pick a portfolio that fit your content. Again, don't pick it too big, don't pick it too small. Pick something that you currently have with it as well. All right. So that's what I'm looking for. Something very basic for you, but you got to start in some portfolio for me. Okay. All right. So this is what this video is about. I'm going to conclude this video. If you have a question, you let me know.